Hello, welcome to the Full Frame with Mark and Ben. I'm Mark. Ben's not here because in this episode we're going to be talking about a camera only I own, the Canon SureShot A1. You may remember that I made a video about the Canon SureShot A1 around about a year ago. This is when I first bought it, but I wanted to make a video a year on because you see so many people make videos about cameras, about tech, about various bits of equipment that they've bought and they use in that video to promote it, and then you never really see it again. So I wanted to let you know how it's been using this camera for a year. So firstly, what is the Canon SureShot A1? It is a waterproof film camera, 35mm. There is a different version of this called the Canon WP1, which is just waterproof, but the SureShot A1, you can submerge it into water as well. I first got this camera because I wanted to be able to have a camera that I could use in all weathers, so use it in the rain as well, but also like when I go on holiday to use it in the swimming pool. I've said in the previous video that there's very little opportunity of using this camera in the UK because every swimming pool you go to, you're not allowed to take any sort of photos or videos. So when I took this to Italy earlier in the year, it was a really good opportunity to use it underwater for a prolonged period for the first time. It holds up really, really well underwater. I wouldn't take loads of underwater photos because I don't think they look particularly good, but it's just quite nice having that camera that you can use in the pool, around the pool, and not worry if it gets wet. Another reason I bought the camera was to use it in all weathers. So if it's raining, there's loads of cameras I've got that I wouldn't use because if they got a tiny bit wet, it might ruin them. But if I've got this in my pocket, it's a really good option. Something I've been surprised about over the last year as well is when I've used it just out and about when I go out with the family. This is a really good point and shoot camera. I'd say I've got some of the best photos I've taken over the past year have been on this camera. It's got a 32mm lens and it rarely misses focus. The way you shoot it, there's a few different settings. So you can turn it's off, obviously. You can turn it so the flash goes on. You can turn it so the flash is off, or you can set it to auto. And then there's the underwater mode as well. It's really easy to use. It sounds really cool when it goes off. Listen. In terms of wearability as well, there's a few scratches on it as I've used it over the past year, but like nothing that no one's really gonna notice. In terms of looks, I think it looks quite cool as well. You've got like the red trim everywhere. It's very sort of 90s look about it. I think it came out in 1998. Overall, a really good point and shoot camera. Talking about how reliable it is, I remember I went to the Watercress Line steam railway and I asked this guard who was getting off the train, can I take your picture? If I had my Nikon FE on me, I'd have taken forever like checking the focus, making sure the aperture was correct. But with this, I literally just went and it went. And I think it's probably one of the best photos I've taken all year. I'm trying to think of any cons for this camera, like are there any down points to using it? The only thing I can think of is I'm worried when this eventually breaks because it relies so much on electronics. There's so much inside it that you probably won't be able to fix. So, do I buy another one at some point in case this breaks? I think I probably will, and just keep having this as long as I possibly can. In terms of cost, I think I bought this for about £200, and I just looked it up before making this video, and you can buy an untested one for about 100, and fully tested, you know it's working, for about 250. So it hasn't really gone up or gone down or anything like that. But for £250, if you know it's going to work, you've got a great quality point and shoot camera. So overall, would I recommend it? Obviously, yes. Yeah, that's it for this episode of The Full Frame. We'll see you next time for more exciting and sexy adventures on film. Ben will be back next week, because I know you miss him. I do.